Blue Hose will get the basketball to open things up. Now, they shot 61% in the second half of their exhibition game against Newberry. They have the basketball. Vanderbilt man-to-man. They have been throughout. Coleman straight away trying to drive on Festus. Goes left, cutoff, throws it back outside. Tinsley tipped it into the air. He stole it. He dishes. Taylor dunk. Tinsley with the assist. Jeffrey's fourth dunk of the night.
Well, I tell you, Tinsley made a great play that time by tipping the ball over the top of, I believe it was Miller's head, and then going and get it.
44-22.
And if you're Jeff Taylor, you know you're going to run to the rim every time with.
And Brad's just going to throw it to the rim. Troyley behind the back dribble, almost stolen away. Outside to Miller. Bounce pass down low, Coleman on the low block. There comes a little double team help from Walker. Down low, Troyley. Fall away over Andre is no good. Rebound is Ely for the Commodores. They slapped the double team on Coleman that time down on the low block. Forced him to give it up. 1 minute gone, second half. Tinsley picks up his dribble left wing. Bounce past Festus in the lane. Spins with the right hand. Good. He's 5 for 5. He's got 10 points.
Well, once he gets the ball above his shoulders right there and can keep that ball high, it's not going to get blocked.
46-22, largest lead of the night for the Commodores. 18:40 to play here at Memorial Gym. Miller picks up his dribble right wing, trying to go inside to Coleman, instead back out to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Taylor. Dribbling out near the center circle, crossover, cutoff. Jeff Wright with him. Gives it up to Coleman. Coleman, top of the key to Mutakabir. Mutakabir off a screen. Jenkins fought through it back to Coleman. He'll spot for the three, and it's no good. Rebound, Brad Tinsley. That's number 8, a career high for him. Front court, Tinsley. Right wing, Jenkins. Shot fake, steps clear, takes the jumper, too strong. Rebound, Andre Walker. Puts it back up. Does Andre good?
Well, that was a really nice play that time by Andre. One power dribble to the middle of the lane, was able to kind of clear the defense a little bit.
First points for Walker. 48-22. Vanderbilt scored the first 6 out of the gate here in the second half. Jumper is short. Tinsley rebound number 9. Lead pass to Taylor. Taylor in the lane. Spins left. Laid it up. Yes.
You could see that coming from about 10 miles away. He realizes he gets that guy on his shoulder, and he's just going to spin. And once he takes that big, long step, it's a done deal.
You got to have a timeout, don't you? I mean, this is a track meet right now, and Greg Nybert will take the timeout.
32-24, and at the half, Mississippi State tied at 31 with Tennessee State. Let's send it back out to Tim and Joe.
Thank you, Robert. Vanderbilt an 8-0 run to open the second half, leading 50-22. PC with the basketball. Down low, Allen backs his way in on Taylor. Fall away in the lane is no good. Rebound loose, knocked out of bounds. It will be given to Presbyterian College. And Coleman turns with a big grin on his face because I think he realizes it was out on him.
Yeah.
Anthony Jordan thought otherwise.
They're going to have to see Coleman coming down the middle of the lane right there.
Allen gets it into Reynolds, who was camped out in the middle of the lane and then taken away by Chingang. Jump ball, possession arrow to Vanderbilt. Well, it was Reynolds should have never gotten that easily into the lane, but once he got there, they clamped down on him.
Well, the thing that Vanderbilt's doing, they're playing with their backs to the offensive players, and they're not seeing the cuts down inside.
17-10 to play. Vanderbilt 50, Presbyterian College 22. Jenkins, a quiet night offensively. He's had a lot of help. Walker batted away, saved by Jenkins straight away in the lane through contact, shot blocked. Walker with a rebound. Out to Fuller. Fuller drives to the basket, off the glass, too strong. Tipped up, no good. Rebound, Allen for the Blue Hose into the front court. Pierre Miller. He is very, very quick. Skips it cross court, stolen by Jenkins. Turnover by PC. Coleman with a little contact. They let it go. Jenkins into the front court, dribbling top of the key. Right wing to Kyle Fuller, the freshman out of California. Now Taylor, 17-footer straight away. Good.
Think he can feel it tonight?
He is shooting with no hesitation, Tim. 22 for Jeff Taylor.
And when you see that, and he's in that rhythm right there, he knew he was going to shoot that ball before he ever got the pass thrown to him.
52-22. Commodores a 10-0 run to open this second half. Mutakabir. Right wing Allen. Allen drives baseline, cut off by Jenkins. Approaching 16 minutes to play. Miller looking for a screen from Coleman. Fuller works around it. Miller drives to the basket, throws up a wild shot off the glass, and it went in. Little reverse spin, but the Commodores beat them back. Taylor with contact is fouled to go to the line. I think if he had gone straight to the basket, Tim, he'd have probably had the basket, but he drew the contact, and he'll shoot free throws. Timeout, 15:52 to play. Vanderbilt in command, leading 52-24. For 24, the first half, Vanderbilt shot 66.7%, their best first half shooting since an Alabama A&M game here in December of 2008. They have not cooled off very much in the second half, and Jeff Taylor, who has been red hot tonight, hits the first of 2 free throws. Jeff with 23, his career high, that 26-point game against Tennessee in February.
And, Joe, that's only our 4th free throw shot the whole night. There's not been a lot of fouls by either team.
Jeff makes them both. He's got 24. He'll get a breather. And a nice hand as Lance Goulburn checks in. So for Vanderbilt, Fuller, Odom, Ezeli, Jenkins, and Goulburn leading by 30. Johnson bounce pass down low. Coleman. Ezeli on the block with him. Now there's the double team from Odom. Forces a pass inside. Clyburn makes the basket. Joshua Clyburn. Well, it's obvious, Tim, they've decided when Coleman gets the ball in the low block, they slap a double team out and make him get rid of it. 54-26. Fuller on the left wing was open, passed up the shot. Jenkins won't from straight away, and it's no good. Rebound, Goulburn rips it away. Jump ball, they're going to give it to the Blue Hose.
Well, that was a set play right there to get John. He's not been stroking it real well tonight, but again, that was a set play to get him a wide open look from the top of the circle.
He's about the only one. He's 2 of 9 tonight from the field. He's going to get a little breather. But fortunately, it's a night where he's had more than enough offensive support from his teammates. Jeff Taylor's 10 of 11 from the field. Festus is 5 for 5. Presbyterian College into the front court. Fuller guarding Miller. Now to Johnson, the young man from Hendersonville. Johnson cut off, goes left, tries to back his way into the lane on Goulburn. Forced up the shot, no good, and he charged. Goulburn, good position, Tim. He never really gave up the angle. Lance took a little shot in the mouth right there, but he's all right. Foul on Johnson is his first, team's second of the half. Paid attendance tonight, 13,481. Tinsley drives to the right, throws it to the rack for Festus. Loose ball taken away by Coleman, who'll ask for a timeout. He was laying on his back and realized that he was going to 23-13. Vanderbilt 13 assists on 23 made baskets. Presbyterian College with 3 assists on 12 made baskets. After the timeout, Blue Hose into the front court. Coleman on the right block. There comes the double team again. He forces up a shot, a wild one. Rebound ripped down by Goulburn. He just took it away from Clyburn. Front court, Goulburn all the way to the basket. Good. He was not going to be denied. You could see it in his eyes. 56-26. He had a full head of steam at midcourt. Miller dribbling with the left hand, cut off. Takavir now straight away. Commodores have not let off the throttle at all defensively. Mutakabir guarded by Tinsley. Works it with the left hand. Fall away 15-footer in and out. No good. Rebound. Goulburn runs it down for the Commodores. To the freshman Fuller into the front court. 13:45 to play. Fuller kicks it outside. Goulburn touch pass Tinsley. Brad for a 3. It's short. Rebound. Festus had it. Tipped by Coleman. It's Vanderbilt's basketball. Ball out of bounds. Coleman, you could see it pretty clearly. He got it with the left hand, so Vanderbilt will retain possession. Fuller looking to inbound, sends it up top to Odom. Now to Festus. Festus one dribble, hands it back to Fuller on the right wing. Fuller spins back to the center of the floor, now drives to the basket, scoops with the right hand, no good. Rebound by Clyburn. Got to the basket, just couldn't finish it. 13:20 to play. Commodores leading 56-26. Coleman 10 points all in the first half. Drives to the basket. Festus rejects it. Coleman to the floor. Miller saved it for PC. Miller drives to the lane, kicks it to the wing. Jumper from 15 is an air ball by Clyburn. Rebound as Ely runs it down. Fuller front court lead pass Tinsley on the left wing. Brad into the lane. lost the basketball. It should have been a travel. Threw it back out. They said it was knocked out of his hands. Odom on the right wing. He'll take the three. Too strong. Rebound Johnson for PC. 12:40 to play. Johnson tries to drive, gets to the basket, puts it up no good, but a foul. The first one on the Commodores here in the second half. And they got Goldburn with the foul, his first.
Well, the one thing about Vanderbilt now is they're so athletic, they can contest pretty much every shot going up to the rim.
At the time, it's almost like they're daring them to drive to the basket. Then I know Festus did that a minute ago with Coleman. He sort of backed off and then went up and blocked the shot.
Well, Presbyterian's 2 for 10 in the second half, so defensively we've stepped it up.
Johnson had 22 in the exhibition win over Newberry. He makes the first free throw here. He's got 8 points. Now Ezeli will sit down. Steve Chingang in for the Commodores. Reynolds back in for Presbyterian College. Also Allen. 56-27 the Vanderbilt lead. 12:35 to play. Johnson's second of 2 is good. 9 for Johnson, 56-28. A little full court pressure by the Blue Hose, but now they'll drop back after Vanderbilt gets the ball into Fuller. Fuller across the center line. Tinsley on the right wing. Brad goes baseline. Pulls up. Can't shoot. Up top, Fuller. Fuller between the legs dribble. Kicks it to Goldburn on the left wing. Lance to the middle of the floor. Traffic. Ball knocked away. He'll save it out near the center line. Contact. They let it go. Now to Chingang. Ball knocked into the backcourt. They're going to call over and back. Well, the crowd reacting because they let all the contact go, and then they said, they said it went off Chingang's leg. Well, that may be true, but Kevin Stallings saying they knocked it out of his hands, batted it loose, bounced off his leg.
Yeah,
should have been retained by Vanderbilt.
Well, there were 2 officials right on it, and they called it backcourt.
12 minutes to go first half. Vanderbilt man-to-man, they have been through the entire game, and they have not relented. And there's a whistle. And timeout is taken by Presbyterian College. Tinsley, 1 rebound shy of a double-double, is in the game for Vanderbilt. He's guarding Miller at the top of the key. Miller works it to the left side. Now comes straight away Allen. Shot fake, got Jenkins in the air, could not shoot. Into the corner to Troyley. Troyley guarded by Odom. Stepped through a double team, put the ball back on the floor. Vanderbilt, there's Tinsley. If that's his rebound, that's his 10th, and that would be his first career double-double. Tinsley right wing Odom. Into the corner Jenkins. Shot fake, steps clear, takes the jumper. That's good. It's a 2. John with 6 points.
Well, when you're that good a shooter, you can get some guys up in the air, and he does a great job of pump faking and then taking 1 dribble to kind of clear the defense and be able to get a wide open look.
58-28 Commodores, approaching 11 minutes to play. Allen straight away. 1 dribble, right side Troyley. Open jumper from 17 is no good. Rebound Lance Goldburn. Outlet to Tinsley, pushing it up the middle of the court again. Brad top of the key off the screen from Chingang. Keeps his dribble going. Swings it left side to Odom. Odom bounce pass down low. Chingang backs his way in a little closer. Fall away one-hander's no good. Rebound Coleman for PC. Outlet to Miller. 10:35 to play. After this, Vanderbilt heads to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Allen with Jenkins right with him. Well, Commodores just not giving up very many easy looks. Troyley in the lane, blocked by Goldburn, and a whistle and a foul.
Well, Odom came from the opposite block over to double team right there, and Goldburn was a little bit slow.
And maybe you can check the box score. I don't think he's playing tonight. Certainly that would have a huge impact on the game if he's not in the lineup. You might want to check that during the next opportunity, and we'll find out more about
97.1
that. Actually, several of the
RQQ.
SEC teams are struggling a little bit tonight. Vanderbilt is not one of them. Troyley with a free throw, and his first one is good. And Robert has informed me, he has confirmed Tompkins is not playing tonight. Troyley with 3 points, 58-29. Second one is good. 58-30, and now Reynolds back in. Troyley will sit down. Fuller, Walker, Goldburn, Jenkins, Chingang on the court for the Commodores. Fuller handoff to Jenkins. John straightaway comes back over to Walker. Walker looked for the backdoor lob. It wasn't open. Hands off to Goulburn. Goulburn left wing. Fuller to Jenkins. Oh, he didn't get it to Jenkins. And John wanted that basketball up at the top of the key. Walker. Right wing Goulburn. Lance baseline. Spin move. Strip reach in foul on Coleman. I believe that's his third.
Tell you what, that sounded like a lot of ball right there. And Coleman has got a little smile on his face too, because Goulburn spun right into him and he thought he stripped him clean.
His third foul, team's third of the half. Been a pretty clean game overall. Each team with 4 fouls in the first half. Presbyterian College with 3 in this half. Vanderbilt with 2. And we're past the midway point. Walker off the inbounds, dribbles and kicks. Fuller open 3, left side too strong. Back iron, no good. Coleman with the rebound for the Blue Hose into the front court.
Changang
and he drives all the way to the basket, laid it up with the left hand good.
Changang leveled Miller on a pick.
Down court, Jenkins reverse good.
And Miller still, I mean, he's got his bell rung right now. He just got tattooed.
Changang will do that to you.
Oh, yeah.
60-32. Got to like that. The Commodores, after giving up the basket, raced back to the other end, beat the defense back. Johnson holding the ball left wing, guarded by Jenkins. Crossover dribble, steps back, keeps the ball on the deck. Cut off on the drive by Jenkins, back out to Miller. Shot clock at 7. Miller off a screen. Shot clock at 3. Coleman has to take the 3, and it's good.
Dude, he's a solid player. He's big, 6'7", 225 around the range, which I'm telling you right now is not good, and it takes a long time to get back.
Tim, that must be the case. I thought they had one timeout. They must have. Jenkins hits the first free throw. I don't know if they did not have a timeout to take.
I think that's what it was.
I didn't see anything said that would indicate there was any controversy down there. Jenkins hits them both.
Andy Boggs thinks that they were out of timeout.
I mean, I guess that's what the ruling was. I thought they had one remaining, but apparently they did not.
Well, Anthony Jordan went to the scorer's table and was going to signal the timeout, and all of a sudden I think they told him that they didn't have any timeouts left.
62-35, Vanderbilt with the basketball. Tinsley's pass tipped right back to Brad. Backdoor cut by Jenkins, reverse no good. Follow slam by Festus, and Kevin Stallings reacted because he saw the big guy go after the offensive board. Ezeli with 12. He's 6 for 6 from the field, 64-35. 8:30 to go. A dominating performance tonight by the Commodores. Taylor went for the steal, didn't get it. Miller drives to the left, cut off by Jeff. Back out to Mutakabur. Mutakabur guarded by Taylor on the switch. Coleman down on the baseline. Going to back his way in. There comes the double team. Pass batted away, and a foul over the back on Taylor.
Well, Taylor's got to get on the inside position right there, because when you go double team, he's got to rotate down low. And I believe he was outside of Reynolds, and they were able to make that pass down low, and he had to foul him.
His first, team's 4th tonight in this second half. And it's actually the team's 3rd. I thought it was. There's the 4th.
Well, right there, Festus, they've got him double teamed, and the one place that he can spin to get out of it is baseline, and you can't let him spin the baseline. Force him back into your teammate.
Foul on Festus is his 2nd. Team's 4th of the half. Troyley back in for Reynolds for the Blue Hose. 8:10 to play. Commodore 64. Presbyterian College 35. The inbound out near the center line to Mutakabur. Now to Miller. Johnson left side, guarded by Walker. Commodores have been man-to-man the entire way. Miller directing traffic. Dribbling on the right wing, guarded by Taylor. Drives it into the lane, can't shoot, to Coleman. Coleman squares to the basket. Little shake and bake move, goes up in the lane over Ezeli. Good. He is a very good player. He was all conference 2 years ago, but was one of those who redshirted last year, trying to make sure they were eligible when this team, freshly now Division I, became eligible for tournament play, hoping that would be next year. Jury's still out on that. Walker to Tinsley. Inside, there's Festus, two-hand slam.
Well, that's number 9 on the assist for Tinsley right there.
Well, if he gets one more, Brad Tinsley will make history. No Vanderbilt player, according to our records, has ever had a triple-double, and Brad's sitting on 11 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists with 7:05 to play. Shot foul on Taylor inside. We'll have 2 free throws coming.
Well, Festus bailed him out right there because he fouled him. Jeff really had him where he wanted him on the spin move because he was going to block that shot.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Send it back out to Tim and Joe.
Well, the subplot to this game, Robert Alonzo, Vanderbilt leading 66-37. No Vanderbilt player from our records, according to Andy Boggs, the outstanding sports information director here for basketball, as the first free throw by Johnson is good. No Vanderbilt player has ever had a triple-double. And Brad Tinsley sitting on 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. And, Tim, I think it's very clear that Kevin Stallings and the staff know exactly where he stands.
Well, they got to run a play maybe to get it to Tinsley or to Festus. Now they're going into, I believe, a zone defense right here. So
Tinsley brings it up. He's got Walker. He's got the starters, Walker, Taylor, Ezeli, and Jenkins. Brad with the basketball to Jenkins. John thought about the three. Goes back to Tinsley. Brad lobs it to the rim. Festus with the catch. He'll go up. Shot is no good. Rebound loose for Walker. Andre in the lane. Back outside. Spotted jumper by Taylor is good. It's a three, and a player, I believe, Johnson, is down in the lane.
Well, that takes Taylor to 27.
Which is a career high.
Career high.
And it was Johnson who was down in the lane, the junior from Hendersonville. He was a little slow to get up.
I think he landed on the small of his back.
Yeah. He'll likely get a breather here as Walt Allen comes in. Jeffrey Taylor is 11 of 12 from the field tonight, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 27 points. And he may not be player of the game.
No, one more assist, and there's...
That's a pleasant problem to have, isn't it?
That's right.
69-39 as we approach 6.5 minutes to play. Front court, Troyley to Reynolds up top. Mutakabir. Mutakabir bounce pass down Troyley. There comes the double team. Festus and Walker double team him. They get it out, swing it around the perimeter. Mutakabir goes baseline. Bounce pass cross court on the baseline jumper. Troyley no good. Rebound Andre Walker for Vanderbilt. And the 6'7 junior from Flossmoor, Illinois, brings it up court on his own. Gives it to Tinsley. High post Walker. Back to Tinsley. Right wing Jenkins. John for the three. No good. That was going to be it. And you got people jumping off the bench over there in a 30-point game because they know what's on the line. Open three by Allen is no good. Rebound Walker tipped it off the glass. Taylor saved it for Vanderbilt. Outlet to Tinsley into the front court. Brad left wing Jenkins. John pulls up from three-point range. That one's no good. Rebound Festus and a foul on the floor on Reynolds. Foul on Reynolds, his first. You'd like one of those, Tim, if you're going to get that 10th one. You'd like it to be one of those clean ones where there's no doubt about it. No debate on somebody putting it on the floor or something like that.
Lob dunk.
Lob dunk and get it over with.
Well, there's still 5:33 left in the second half, so he's got some time.
And he's still on the floor.
Yeah, and I think they're going to play him until he gets it. In fact, they may run a play maybe for some sort of a lob or screen play.
Goulburn, there's Tinsley left wing. Brad dribbling, kicks it to Goulburn. Lance for the three. That's no good. Rebound Miller. I don't know how many folks in the crowd are aware of it, but I can tell you everybody on the Commodore bench is very aware of it. 5:08 to play. Miller off a screen. He'll take a three. No good. Rebound Steve Chingang for the Commodores. Fuller pushing it up court. Crosses court. Ball tipped away by Miller, stolen away by PC. Nice play on the turnover. That is only turnover number 9 on the Commodores tonight. Miller can't shoot. Coleman drives the lane, puts it up, contested, he charged.
Fuller made a really nice play that time, stepping in.
Fourth on Coleman. Fifth on PC tonight. And Coleman is...
I think he looks like he's got a cramp.
A little cramp in that left leg, it looks like. He's had a good solid night. 17 points, 6 rebounds. I said he was a second-team all-conference selection 2 years ago, redshirted last season. Out here. You know, a lot of times, Tim, when you try to get one particular thing done, everything else just kind of falls apart for a while.
Well, now they're man-to-man, so you may be able to get something down low.
Tinsley with the basketball, gets the flat screen at the top from Odom. Now back to Odom, straight away, 3, good! History made by the Vanderbilt Commodores, Brad Tinsley, the first ever triple-double. And hugs all around as timeout was taken by Kevin Stallings.
Well, that was much for this team.
I don't know who was more excited about it, Brad or the rest of his teammates. And the coaches were pretty fired up about it, too. And there's Jeffrey Taylor over, sitting on the bench next to Tinsley. Mutakabir, shot put up partially blocked by Chingang. Rebound to Goulburn. 4:13 to play. Vanderbilt leading 72-39. Fuller to Odom, the freshman who gave him that 10th assist with the three-pointer. Chingang spins right off the glass, good.
Well, everything working for Vanderbilt right now offensively.
56% from the field for the game. 74-39, the Vanderbilt lead. Miller, Goulburn, Jordan Smart in the game for the Commodores out of Lexington, Kentucky. Miller drives to the baseline. Nice bounce pass inside. Reynolds, really the first easy basket they've had in a long time. 74-41. And Kyle Fuller, the freshman from California, into the front court. Smart now deep left wing. Sends it to Chingang. Chingang goes baseline, cut off, can't shoot. Back out to Smart. Jordan into the lane, free throw line. Odom jumper good.
I tell you,
he turns it loose in a hurry, doesn't he?
I know that I'm on his bandwagon, but he's got such a great stroke for a guy 6'8", 6'9".
76-41 as we approach 3 minutes to play. 3 by Miller is no good. Rebound Chingang, didn't even have to jump, just palmed it, brought it down. Racing down court, Fuller to the basket, laid it in. Everything on display tonight. 78-41, 2:45 to go. We should have a media timeout at the next dead ball if we have one here. Mutakabir. Ball stolen by Smart. Tip front court. There's Fuller again. Fuller to the basket. Got it. Vanderbilt just won't take their foot off the gas.
Well, they're
different drivers, same speed. 80-41. Long 3 by Allen is no good. Rebound Fuller. Here they go again. Fuller down court. Tried a no-look pass. Odom could not run it down. It's saved in the corner by Miller. Miller, long lead pass. Put up, shot blocked. Chingang with a rejection.
97-1 RQQ.
Even with a 39-point lead, Commodores not giving up much easy. 1:50 to play. Chingang for 3. Why not?
Wow. I'll tell you what, it's just getting crazy right now, and you can kind of see the wind go out of the sails of the Presbyterian team right now, too. So
83-41, a minute 35 to go. Miller bumped by Odom, made the basket, a little continuation, and he'll go to the line with 1:34 to play. Timeout. All Commodores tonight in the home opener for the season. 8
deep threes to try to get him that, and they missed him, and then Rod Odom stepped up and knocked the big one down.
Miller at the line. Hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. He's in double figures with 10. Jordan Smart, Aaron Knoll, 6'7" out of Fort Mitchell, Kentucky. Joe Duffy, 6'8" senior out of Charlotte. Chris Merriweather running the point out of Nashville, the senior. Duffy open 3. Everybody in the act. Joe Duffy with a three-pointer. 86-44. And Vanderbilt goes zone. First time tonight. Commodores shooting 61% for the night. 36 of 59. Long 3 by Allen is good. Walt Allen on the board. 86-47. It's like the Commodores can't wait to get back down on the offensive end tonight. Why not when you're shooting 61%? Jordan Smart, top of the key, off a couple of screens to Merriweather. He'll take a three. Oh, air ball. A little bit too strong. Duffy ran it down. Shot clock didn't reset. 15 to shoot. Fuller on the right side. Drives, puts it up off the glass. Got it.
Well, when you're shooting like this, the basket looks like it's as big as a bathtub. You know, it's unbelievable.
88-47. 28 seconds to play. Working it around the perimeter. Troyley had his shot partially blocked by Fuller. It goes out of bounds to PC. Well, a lot of folks, Tim, were just a little bit concerned about tonight, you know, with three red-shirted veteran-type players and, you know, all that. You know, so obviously it's a couple of talented players, but, boy, Vanderbilt has just put on a show tonight.
Well, they had the pedal was going down.
Another turnover, and Fuller dribbles it back out of there, and he'll probably just run the clock down. That's a nice little heady play by a freshman. This game is all over, and Fuller will dribble, or in fact give it to Jordan Smart, who dribbles the time away. A very impressive opening performance by the Vanderbilt Commodores, who defeat Presbyterian College by a score of 88-47. So the Commodores, a very nice beginning. Kevin Stallings is 11-1 in his season openers at Vanderbilt, and 96-8 in non-conference home games. Plenty of stories in this one. Jeffrey Taylor, a career-high 27. Brad Tinsley with the first triple-double in Commodore basketball history. 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists as Vanderbilt wins it going away by a score of 88-47.
Fisher's bologna making people makes it fun for your tummy.
It's grill out time in Nashville, and that means it's time for Fisher's Big Grillers and extra thick bologna on the grill. So at the tailgate, quick lunch, or that backyard party, rely on Fisher's for great taste and great fun. For the bologna making people, go ahead, sing it.
Fisher's bologna making people, bacon making, smile making, bologna making people.
Coke Zero tastes like Coke, but what good is telling you that on the radio? If you're in your car and you hear me say it, you have to take my word for it. And that makes you one of those guys who believes everything he hears on the radio. Or you could not believe me, but that makes you a cynic. So you're either the guy who believes everything on the radio or a super suspicious guy who doesn't believe anything. But there is a third option. You could try one. Then you can taste and see if what you heard on the radio is true. Unless you want to be one of those other guys.